This is the way to the fountain. The priest of Heigerloch, he seems to be quite lost in thought. Father?
Yes, my son?
You're so lost in thought.
It is nothing.
Perhaps I can help you.
No, never mind.
What can you tell me about Heigerloch?
About Heigerloch? Well, we are all God-fearing people here, with a few exceptions, of course. But there are black sheep everywhere, and...
I meant more about the town itself.
Yeah, Heigerloch is a rather old town. Its history goes back to the 11th century. At that time, it was...
Pardon me. I meant, is there a university or educational facility? Perhaps a university testing ground?
If you would pose your questions more precisely, I would not need to range so far afield, and you would not have to interrupt me.
My apologies.
Well, my son, o tempora humores.
Errare humanum est.
But audiatur et altera pars.
I can only say, in dubio pro reo.
Your Latin is excellent.
Only the most common phrases.
Well. Don't be so modest. But no.
No?
No educational facility, university or the like. Apart from our grammar school. There is a university in Tübingen. Aber that is some 40 kilometers from here.
Fine. Thank you. The inn seems to be very old.
Yes, it is. But how old exactly, I do not know, my son.
I'm new in town. Does the landlord also rent rooms?
I believe so.
Have you seen the soldiers?
What soldiers?
There were just a couple of soldiers, weren't there?
Well, I did not see any. I was deep in thought. But in times like these, soldiers are a common sight.
I'd like to know. They went into the inn.
Why do you want to know?
I'm just curious.
Oh, these days, being curious is a dangerous activity, you know.
Yes, Yes. Can you tell me anything about the hawker?
Him? Homo homini lupus. He is a good hawker, I think.
But?
They say that he, is involved in the black market.
Faber es sui quisque fortunae.
Yes, one could say that.
Thank you, and goodbye.
It was a pleasure.
A fountain. How picturesque. That'll come to nothing. A Kübelwagen. I can't steal a car in the presence of a priest. The local inn. It looks old. The local inn. That leads up to the inn. A lorry. I don't want to leave here at the moment. A dustbin. Empty. I have to get out of this habit. A wooden fence. It separates the building from the street. I've had enough of wooden fences. A sack full of grain. This sack is much too heavy for me. A quick stab, and the grain flows out of the sack. I'll fill the bowl with grain. Empty and filthy. Nonsense. The local inn. It looks old. That won't come to anything. The Swan Inn. I can't reach it. A window. Behind it is the inn's kitchen. It's locked. This is the way into the inn. The barmaid. Presumably the best source of information in Haigerloch. Miss?
Yes, sir.
The priest out there is somewhat...
Lost in thought?
Yes.
Ha! He is a nice priest, but rather peculiar.
Why?
He loves to quote Latin sayings.
So do I. Sometimes.
Then you are also peculiar, although you do look very nice.
Thank you. It's so empty here.
There is never much going on at this time of day.
But didn't I see soldiers come in here?
I don't think so.
But...
Do you know what?
What?
You look much too serious.
That could be. It's all... very complicated.
I have a good remedy for that.
Oh?
When I am at a loss or everything is just too difficult, I just think of something nice and I am happy again.
What, for example?
Nylon stockings. Expensive but beautiful. If you could get me some, I might have something for you.
Something that might interest me? All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Do you have any rooms for rent?
Yes, at the moment they are all empty. Ask the landlord.
Thank you.
It was nothing.
Where does that door lead?
To the cellar. I never go down there because of, I just don't go down there.
Why not?
I know it's rather silly, but I'm afraid of spiders.
I see.
And cobwebs, woodlice, rats, ghosts, and the dark. But only a little. I would be brave enough to go down there with you, though.
Then let's go.
Nothing doing.
What a pity.
Can you tell me anything about the priest?
I found out something about him.
What?
You mustn't tell anyone else.
Never.
He repeats his sermons.
What?
Well, instead of always writing new sermons, he reuses his old ones.
How terrible.
But he is a priest.
Yes. The hawker out there.
He sells all sorts of things, mostly used.
Ah,
He can also get you things that aren't so easy to find.
interesting. The landlord isn't very friendly.
He's a bit gruff, but otherwise very sociable. You also seem to be very sociable.
Thank you. Could you distract him for me?
No, but I could distract you.
Yeah.
You're blushing.
No. See you soon.
I hope so.